Hi class, welcome to GEO203 Global Climate Change. I'm Dr. Nikki Hill and I'll be your instructor for the course this semester. Now, for this course, Global Climate Change, throughout most of the semester we will be studying paleoclimate, which is the average state of Earth's atmosphere over the planet's entire history. So it's over 4.5 billion years. And then near the end of the semester, we'll get into present day climate trends and also future climate predictions. And I believe that it's really important to have some kind of foundational understanding of paleoclimate in order to begin to grasp present day trends and future climate predictions. So I'd like to get you started by looking at our Moodle website. So this is where the online course lives, and if you've never been on Moodle before, you go to online.gcc.mass.edu and you sign in using your GCC username, which is just your email address without the ending part, and your password. So I'm going to click on our course, GEO203 Global Climate Change. And I am in instructor view right now, so I'm just going to switch this over so it looks how it would look to you. So just give me a moment with that. So I'm going to look at it as a student. And first, I'd like to point you toward this class announcements section. So anytime I post a class announcement, it'll be automatically sent to you via email. But if you'd like to find all announcements for the course, just click that forum button and you can view each one. So I sent everyone one this morning, welcoming you to the class, and also I attached a PDF of the syllabus to that. So now I'm going to go back to our landing site, and down here you'll see a folder that says syllabus and schedule. So inside this folder you will find our entire course syllabus, which I'll open up and run through with you very quickly. Now, while this is an online course, I am still present on campus for office hours, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So my office hours are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 1 to 2 p.m., Fridays from 8 to 8:30 a.m., and also again on Fridays from 10 to 10:30 a.m. And my office is located in South 419A, which is in the Science Studio. And if you're unable to make my office hours, I'm always happy to schedule an appointment with you outside of normal office hours. And in order to do that, the best way to reach me is via email. If you'd like to have a conversation and you're not able to come to campus, I'm also happy to schedule a phone call with you as well if you'd find that helpful. Now, this is a 4-credit course, so that means it's a lab science, and it is entirely online. So even the laboratory activities will be more simulations and different things that you'll be doing online, and those lab activities will be posted for each week. This first week, you don't have any lab activities, you don't have any content to worry about. So this first week, we're going to be focused on just what is expected in this course, and then of course getting to meet each other. And so we have some introductions, and I'll talk to you a little more about that in a bit. Now, you take the time to go through and read this carefully, but our required textbook is this Earth's Climate, Past and Future, the 3rd edition by Rudiman. And that is a required text, and I expect you to either purchase or rent a copy because there are readings that you are expected to keep up with each week. Now, there's also a recommended textbook, this Climatology by Rowley and Vega. Now, there will be an assigned reading from this text, but it's only one chapter, and I will upload a PDF of that chapter to Moodle when the time comes. So you don't need to purchase this book, but if you're interested more in climate physics and climatology and you want to dive a little deeper into it and have a supplement to our more geology focused text, then feel free to purchase a copy of that or rent a copy of that as well. And as far as grading is concerned, we have most of it will be lab activities. There are 10 lab activities that will be given, and the lowest grade will be dropped. So that's 33% of your grade. And there are 6 self-tests, and there's going to be 7 given, and the lowest grade is dropped on that as well. That's 30% of your grade. And with the self-tests, you are expected to complete those tests entirely on your own, and it should be entirely your work. You'll be given 2 hours to complete each self-test. Now, with the lab activities, you may work with a partner or a group on those, but everything that you upload to Moodle should be your own work. And then we have a final project for the semester, and there are some different components and milestones involved in this project. And so for this, you are going to be selecting a paleoclimate proxy, and we're going to learn a little bit later in the semester more about what a proxy is, but they're essentially used to determine information about Earth's climate in the past, so temperature, gas concentrations of the atmosphere, because we can't directly measure those because they're so far in the past. So we use different techniques or proxies to approximate or predict what the climate was like in the past to our best estimation. And we also have 13% reserved for participation. And so I'll show you where the forum posts are located, and you're expected to post to each weekly forum twice for full credit. Now, here I have a tentative schedule, and I expect to mostly stick to this, and if there's ever any changes, I will post an updated schedule on Moodle, and I will also send out an announcement telling you that a change has occurred, but I don't anticipate too much change happening here since we are an online course, so we don't have to worry about weather cancellations. So you can see that in our first week here, so today and tomorrow, we have the course introduction, and your first self-test and your first forum posts are due by Friday, January 31st. So next Friday, and I'm going to release new weekly material at the latest each Thursday evening. So I'll have week 2's material up and going later today, and I'm going to try to stay 2 weeks ahead as we move on. So week 3 material will be released next week. And so you may move through this material at whichever pace you wish, but keep in mind that the deadlines and due dates are hard due dates, so you need to upload or submit your assignments by those dates, no exceptions. But if you get too far ahead on the material, you might need to go back with your forum posts if you want to respond to a classmate or anything like that. So just keep that in mind as well. And here are our paleoclimate proxy instructions. So I'll let you read through these, and I'll go through them in more detail with you as we get closer to the first milestone. And you can see here the first milestone is not due until March 13th, and that is just you listing which proxies you're most interested in researching for your project. And for this project, there's going to be an oral component where you upload a lesson to Moodle, and we'll talk more about that later in the semester as well, and different techniques for doing that. And there's going to be a written report that goes along with it. Okay. So I'm going to exit out of here and to show you the schedule has just been pulled directly from the syllabus. So the schedule, you'll see, is exactly the schedule in the syllabus, and anytime there's an update, I'm going to update this schedule, not necessarily the syllabus. This is the schedule to look at for updates. And once again, I will let you know when any changes have occurred. So going back to our landing page, once again, you'll see that I have this stacked topic format here. And so if you click on the first button, below is more information on the Paleoclimate Proxy project. And so the project instructions are just pulled directly out of the syllabus once again. And I already have the assignment link up for if you want to submit your project preferences early, but they're not due for quite some time, a couple months out still. And I have some library resources posted as well. And these links will grow as the semester goes on, but I just wanted to give you a little bit, some things to look at the start if you wanted to start thinking about your project early. Now, here we have our course introduction for week 1. So everything here is due by Friday the 31st of January. And so you won't see week 2 until I release the material. But each week will follow a format that is similar to this. And what you'll see is you'll have a checklist first. And to make sure that you're on track, you just go through and complete everything on the checklist so you know what is expected that week. So for this first week, it's expected that you read the syllabus carefully, and so you can check that off if you want to track your progress. I'm not grading you on this. This checklist is entirely to help you keep track of what you have and have not yet completed. And then read through the Paleoclimate Proxy project instructions, acquire the textbook, and then I'll show you there's going to be a forum that is going to open up very soon, or it is open. I'll show you more about it momentarily. And there's also a self-test that is due by the 31st of January. So going back to our landing site one more time. All right, so here's our first forum. And we already have some students that posted, so that's great. And I have a post here as well. And so to open each thread, you can just click on it. And if you want to, you can reply or you can post your own introduction. And so each week there's going to be a new forum with new prompts depending on the topic. And you may go through and answer the prompt, or what you can also do is you can post any clarifying questions you have, you can share links, but you can have reflections in there as well, but they need to be several sentences of thoughtful forum posts to account for your 2. You can, of course, post more than that if you just want to post like single lines of questions or post a link, that's fine. But just keep in mind, I'm looking for 2 content-rich, thoughtful posts each week. And that could be a response to a question, or it can be one of your own reflections or anything like that. And if you have any questions, the forum for the week is a great place to share those questions, and I'll answer any clarifying questions you have. And also a classmate might step in and do that as well. So once again, when you look at this forum, you'll see that the instructions are at the top, and the instructions will be different each week. Now, lastly is the first self-test, and I strongly advise that you take this self-test after you have completed the week 1 checklist. It multiple choice. It should be very quick. It's going to just be on the course structure and the stuff you were supposed to look at. So the syllabus, the project, that kind of thing. The web browser is closed while you're taking it, so it'll block you from opening up any online resources. But it should not take you very long to take this. It's just a few questions, multiple choice, but I just have the 2 hours in there for, yeah, it's to give you as much time as you'd like there. All right, now that's everything so far, and I look forward to meeting you all in your forum introductions and working with you this semester. And I'll get week 2 material up very soon, and just email me, Hilln, HILLN @gcc.mass.edu if you have any questions or have any difficulty navigating this site. Oh, and one more thing. Your grades, if you look over on the left, you'll see participants and grades. Your grades will be posted for each activity in that grade book.